All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Makah, Kwadash. Double honors into the elders and apostles of great millstone who rule well. Citations to you, Akim out there pushing this truth, sincerity, and fearlessness. Back at you to another lesson through the spirit, right? I just did a lesson. I did like probably about a long lesson. I don't know how long it was, but my phone got to tweaking and erased my lesson. So I'm back at it again. All right. We're going to get back into this thing. All right. It was this basically it's a lot going on. That was my lesson. It was talking about the assassinations going on. You got school shootings going on. You got people waking up. It's just a lot going on. And shalom to the elect. Yahaba Shemal Shabrakatah, Kwam Yasharallah. Like I said, my whole lesson just got destroyed. Back at it again. I gotta get it. I gotta get this thing out. The devil can't stop us. All right. But yeah, we got news. So the Charlie Kirk thing, man. So people have came to a point in this society where they dislike your words that you're saying and want to take you out. And a lot of that has to do with the what that happened in 2020. And a lot of that was shown in the election when it was going to get the Democrats against the Republicans. And when the Republicans won, you seen all those left hand side people. You seen those left hand side people end up threatening Donald Trump. Like it was recordings of a lot of stuff. Then there was assassination attempt, and there was different attempts of different people because there's a society, a Sodom and Gomorrah society, where they are against family. They are against different things that lots of people are trying to save and conserve, but we're in a society where the demonic spirit is getting even wickeder and wickeder. And if you stand against their demonic agenda, you are going to be put to death. But ultimately, that's how Esau gets down. The reason I got this precept out is because like I said, there's even Edomites waking up to, man, they know that it's the end. I'm gonna go to the. Cause I hate when I have to start over and do something, but I guess it's just part of it. I'm gonna go, cause this Edomite, he got to talking about how the black folks are the real people of God, and you can tell and stuff like that, and he was realizing, and. I'm talking about multiple different topics, just going through the spirit. Bear with me. Like I said, man, I had it all. I was on a roll with a good lesson, man, but they clipped me before I can get it together. But it's all good. Trying to get to it. There it is. And he's going to speak on saying the Hebrew Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are not the Egyptians. Of course, they are dark. All these people, like the Egyptians, the Africans, are dark-skinned people, and the Israelites were dark-skinned people, but they're not the same, okay? They're not the same, all right? It's just the Edomite who's waking up, but he doesn't have the full understanding of anything. Because he's, check it out. And he ain't lying. Hey, he ain't lying. He may be, I don't know, he may be Jake. I don't know. He just got to get kind of, hey, but he does go off, all right, in some of his shit. So, and what, you know what he's saying, but yeah. That's why the scripture said one people will be stronger than the other, with Jacob and Esau in thy belly. That's why he said, this is why black people are stronger than white people. That's Jacob and Esau. One will be stronger than the other, and then, in that Micah 2 and 2, there's still a heritage. But I don't want to get off this video and go to these precepts. I hope I remember them and we go to them. The Egyptians were Africans, but they were black people, but not the Israelites, not the Hebrew. All black people are not the same. Okay, why don't they call the East Indians black? Huh? That's Elam, but why don't they call? It's all a wordplay to keep you hidden. Psalms 83. Continue. He was right. He said, you'll all see. You'll all see when we get up there. That's the truth. Motherfuckers gonna see. Hey, these people waking up, man. Look, there go another one. But before I forget, man, I'm gonna go to that precept, man, that I had. We're gonna go to this one first. All right, then we're gonna go to the other one. It had me thinking of these precepts here. Back to the business. We got to stick to business. I imagine my lesson was messed up before, but I'm here. Okay. So, 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures. So everybody came from Adam. Of him came we all. You got people that are mad, man. They don't want to believe that there's a chosen people, and there is a chosen people, and people are waking up to the fact that there are chosen people. All right, made us Lord of all thy creatures, in him come we all, and the people whom thou hast chosen, and he made a separation, and the people who thou hast chosen, so that there's a chosen people. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. And that's a possessive word. As for the other people, meaning the heathens, meaning the so-called Edomites, Elam, Hamites, all the heathens, Ammon, Moabite, all these heathens out here that claim that they are the good people and that they, that are oppressing our people, been oppressing our people, are nothing. Okay, like right here. As for the other people which also came of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle. They are spit. It ain't nothing, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. O now, O Lord, behold these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. And that's what's going on right now. And their kingdom is falling, all right? Their kingdom has fell, and they're here. They're still owning us. They're still oppressing us. They're still doing damage. Look at what. Even though Jake is all fucked up and Jake need their wrath, because that's the prophecy of Jacob's trouble. But look at Trump putting that implementing his Edomite supremacy. Going to D.C. and going to Chicago. They're raging war on you, so on the tribes and the 2/3. Okay. All right, but the heathen is nothing, and these heathen are waking up in this time too. All right, they're waking up to the fact that our heritage has been taken. All right, Micah 2:2. All right, Micah chapter 2 verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his heritage, even a man and his heritage. They oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. This Bible and the way of this Bible, the law, statutes, and commandments, and the morals and everything that this Bible and the stories, everything. This is our book. This is our history book. This is the way we live. This is the living waters for the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And waking up the elect. All right, and they took it from us and misused it. All right, and their ending of misusing it is near, and it's time for us to wake up, man. All right, and people are figuring it out. All right, people are figuring it out ASAP. We'll play a few more videos, but man, and this is basically what's happening with that Charlie Kirk thing. White folks are mad at each other. It's kingdom against kingdom. Check it out. Because look, Charlie Kirk got shot by his own kind, and he was always talking about black on black crime and all the black folks and black people, and he was pushing that racist shit. But he got shot by his own people, which they don't speak about. The lies and shit that they've taught their own kind, but they're feeling this shit. The Lamentations 4:21. All right, daughter of Edom, because you got to drink that cup neither. Now rejoice and be glad, you old daughter of Edom. All right, because they got to drink. The curses are coming upon them. Make it make sense, But we know that there's no more wisdom in teaming, right? Let's get that. Esau, despite their own MAGA teammate has shot their guy, they still want to blame Jake, because they got a perpetual hatred. They got a perpetual hatred. Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. All right, this is the ending. So they're finna ride on Jake. They're trying to put Jake as the target, regardless of them attacking themselves. All right, because it's in them. They want to take their anger out on Jake. That's how retarded they are. You know, no more wisdom in teaming. Because after they took after the Charlie Kirk thing happened, they were doing riots against black folks because of a couple of HBCUs had to shut down, but it was their own kind that shot them. All right, Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 7, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in teeming? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? All right, these people are through. They don't know what to do, but they got to blame somebody, but they can't blame themselves because they're unaccountable. They can't believe it. Their pride deceiveth them. Before this cuts off, I want to say all praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Mukah HaKwadash. Shalom to the elect. Hope this is edifying to the elect. Shalom. Kwam Yasharallah.